Welcome everybody to another Runner Up podcast. I am
What's
your
up, guys?
host Caleb, and this is my co-host as well. We got Yuval. Yuval, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, man? How's it been?
Good. A very busy time. I mean, we're just grinding away, learning more about real estate every single day, and just thankful to be here and get to do this for everyone. Yeah, Yuval, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been good. A little slower this week just because we have a property under contract and it's our first one in the U.S. So we're just making sure we got everything dialed in,
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting all the legal process, which takes time.
Yeah,
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Setting up webinar and also setting up a new program we're using called Asana. So
sauna.
that
You want to touch a
Asana,
little bit
yeah,
more on that?
so it's kind of more of a project management website.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a free version that I currently made like a big list for in terms of after buying a property and the renovations phase, just to keep track of everything.
Interesting.
But we're probably gonna have to go for the paid just because there's so many valuable additions that we just need for like automations and stuff like that, um, that are just gonna be essential for actually managing it.
Yeah.
So it's our first time trying it, and I think Ben recommended it, so it's definitely looking good so far.
Very cool. Very cool. It's called Asana. I might have to check that out. I mean,
It's
we might
actually
have to get
really
into it.
really intuitive. So.
Yeah. Very cool. I know, yeah, and we're always trying to automate to again make our lives more efficient here in the real estate investing world. But guys, we're learning. We're constantly learning, right? We're what is we 18 and 19. We're youngsters, and we're just trying to
Yep.
learn as much as we can throughout this real estate journey. So again, just take it in with us, guys, and enjoy this journey from what where would you say you're at right now? From we're not living in poverty, but from where we're at to success. I was gonna say from rags to riches, but I mean, we're pretty
Uh,
blessed. We're pretty
from
blessed,
from
right?
from from beds to bigger beds,
You got it. That's all it
There
is,
you go.
right? Come on.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So, I mean, my week has been it's been looking good as well. With nothing too crazy. I mean, we did just close on a deal um last
Nice.
week, and I mean the closing date is coming up. It's actually this Monday. So, just kind of prepping for that. I didn't know, again, just learning the process within, closing costs, dealing with signage with the lawyers, and with the accountants, and just checking in with that, because we also are just initiating another corporation called DK Real Estate. It's another division under the DK Enterprises um, branch, one could say. So it's very cool, very intuitive, time consuming once again. So um,
Yeah. A lot of
yeah,
legal.
just yeah, a lot of legal, right? You want to make sure everything's on point, right? You don't want to mess up some terms, because again, it could go against you in some ways. So making sure that everything is correct, and just stable, so that again, future customers, future investors and sellers can make sure that again, you are a trustworthy company, and that is accurate, and not full bluff or a scam, right? We have a lot of scammers here in Windsor. I don't know about closer to where you guys are at, but there's quite a bit of just, we
There's
buy
always
houses
scammers.
cash. Yeah,
There's
yeah, I
always
know.
scammers. We were
There's
looking
always
for
scammers.
wholesalers. We were looking to call some wholesalers on a deal, and I was just trying to find them on Google, and I chose the links, the first couple of links that popped up.
Yeah,
Some of these websites, I think they're all, they all took it from the same stock default template.
right.
They
Really?
have no real photos. It just looks like a real scam. It's like, call us now and you'll get cash, but you have no faces, no actual story.
Nothing, eh?
It's just
Nothing. No
it just
legal
looks it
or
just
no
looks
process.
sketchy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, and
again
they
what we
all the
want to
websites look
ensure.
the same. They all look the
Very
same.
interesting. Very interesting. I know that's one thing we gotta ensure is, okay, how are we gonna try to market ourselves to really just capture that market share, where we're not acting, and we're not, saying the same things as scammers, but how are we presenting ourselves to be professional, would you say, to be, trustworthy, building that
Look credible.
relationship. Right, exactly. You got it. So, um, right. No, it is a process. Again, it is a very rewarding process. Again, real estate is the most rewarding investment one could be in. But again, it is um, very, what would you say? Very uh
I mean, it's a
I don't
lot of
know.
skill.
It is a lot
Uh,
of skill.
it takes time
it's a
too. It's
lot.
you can't really expect to get rich in 1 month if you've never
That's
done
it.
real estate. Like you have
Exactly.
Grant Cardone that does the, what do you call it, Undercover Millionaire? That's what the show's called, right?
Undercover billionaire. It's unbelievable.
Billionaire. There you go.
Yes,
Even better.
billionaire, right?
Yeah. So like you see them get multi-million companies set up in, how fast does he do? A couple months?
He did it, I believe it was 19 days, guys, um, to 5.5 from $100 cash to, I think it was a $9 million business. Yeah,
That's
or
insane.
something like that. Yeah, unbelievable.
So that
So
just shows you the
yeah,
power of connections. Because that was
connections.
definitely just connections. There's no way he
Yeah,
just started that off from nothing. Well,
right.
even with
Connections.
his knowledge,
Yeah,
if he actually started off from nothing, he could probably still build it. It just would take him a little longer than
100%.
19 days.
100%. You see this guy, I mean, I just dream I could be like him one day for sure. Again, resilience, dedication, like just relentlessness. He pushes it. You can see it. I actually watched a little bit about it, and read about it as well, as just nonstop going, not nonstop commitment, because again, living in that kind of, urgency, there's nothing that will actually like stop you. And you see that through the motivation of Grant, is like, I must do this or else I'm living like on the street, or else I'm homeless. I don't have anywhere to live. I must make this connection with him. I must need I need to find a place to sleep tonight, or else I'm sleeping outside, right? Like it's that motivation, that urgency, that drive. And you can see why a lot of these testimonies of these successful people, once again, have just made it through that sense of urgency. I must close myself. I will close this deal, right? And just factors like that. So, I mean, keeping that in mind, distilling that in our minds, right, is just what we got to do as well, to
I think
create
that
to
really,
create that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that really shows the power of, you know, we become what we actually think about.
Yeah.
So just manifesting that thought and just continuously thinking about it daily, uh, eventually just becomes so ingrained that it's just us, right? So
That's so true. That's such a good point, Yuval. And also what we consume it too, right? Just like we choose to input things in our lives, right? They can either, I like how either Ben or even Kevin O'Leary, they really state this and focus on the signal and the noise, right? Really trying
yeah,
to dictate, okay, what am I consuming? What am I, investing my time in? And is it giving me an ROI? Is it giving me a return? Am I gaining something in this situation, or am I losing time, right? Something that again we take for granted so much is time, and how we can actually just delegate with it, and make the most out of it in that time, right? Again, so it's definitely something to think about, but definitely what you consume, what you input, the people you hang around. You hear that with literally any mentor, any coach out there. Yeah, again, as you said, we become like what we behold, and who we hang around with, and what we think. So keeping those factors, just priming our minds. That's how we do it. That's how we do it every single day. That's how we ensure this successful and open mindset is okay. What's just reevaluating where we're at. It helps us with the real estate journey, with leads, with sales, etc. So it's definitely it's a factor of personal development. Wouldn't you say, Yuval? Like you need to like develop yourself before you can actually start to becoming, gain some sort of success, right?
yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
if you can actually gain the level of success you dream of without changing.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
don't know if there's if I don't know. I don't think you can, because if you stay as you are, why would you succeed?
Exactly. Exactly.
What
That's so
makes
good,
what
right?
there's something changes that makes you able to succeed, because if you could have been successful but stayed the same, you would have already been successful.
That's it. That's so good. That's so good, right? Yeah, I love about it. Like again, we've touched on this from either the humble podcast, or just so many references. But again, we have the ability to literally conquer and do and achieve just great things, right? We have the ability. Everyone literally in North America has been given such a great blessing and ability, but we just take it so much for granted so many times. I see it every single day in the way we speak and the way we act. But yeah, number one, we have the ability, and number two, it is our responsibility as well, guys, right?
Mm.
To provide. It's not, we're not doing this because we're selfish. We're not, pushing and dedicating all this time to do what we want to do. Mainly that's part of it, but just being and having that financial freedom really gives, we're able to provide for the family. We're able to provide just a bunch of influence and impact, again, people around us and for our families as well, right? Wouldn't you like to say? Yeah, Yuval, would you say the same?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that was a
Yeah,
great point. I think not only for our families, but also for ourselves, right?
yeah,
I think you
yeah.
chose to make a certain commitment. If you can't keep a promise to yourself, then how can you expect to keep a promise with to others, right? So
That's
I
so
think
good.
it all just starts from within. I think that's why personal development is really important. I'm trying myself, trying to read different books and figure it out. It's definitely
Yeah.
been cool. I've been listening to Strangest Secret by Earl
Okay.
Nightingale.
Yeah.
Earl Nightingale. I've just been listening to that daily, just at the start of my day. It's been a really good way to set the
Mm,
tone and remind myself that what I allow myself to think is what I actually become. So
that's so good. That's so I know that's a good one for sure. But guys, if there's one thing that I've learned, literally, I was never big. I'll tell you this right now. I was never big into reading. Wasn't a fan of English class or any of
I couldn't
that.
read. I
I
couldn't
couldn't
really
read.
read before.
And there's something about it, I don't know, and it just clicked and snapped like that. Again, just to hit me. You got to start reading these books because it is just filled with knowledge from Brandon Turner to Robert Kiyosaki. I got all these books. This one actually just came in the mail. What do we got? We got Jordan B. Out. We got Jordan B. Peterson over here. That's amazing. This one just came in the mail. I know Ben's gonna love this one. The real
Oh,
estate. Yeah, it was on Amazon. I'm just like, I think it was nine
I
ninety
got it
nine. I think
upstairs. I got his
everyone
other
should pick
book.
it up. Yeah. You get his other book going. We just show all of our books now. Oh my goodness. It's too many.
Hey, what we should do? We should do every week. We should do which book we're on. So
Oh, do
that's gonna push us to read a book a week. Yeah.
a little what do we call them? A little a book report? Yeah. Guys, like come on. And this is like 1% of the pile. Check these out. Bad thoughts. Really just controlling the mind from the exterior world, right? Holy Grail of investing, Tony Robbins. Unbelievable.
Hey, have you also been getting the Tony Robbins ads everywhere?
Oh,
Is it
everywhere
just me
about
that
AI.
AI ads?
It's
They
everywhere.
spam the marketing crazy right now.
Their budget for that is millions, brother. It's unbelievable. But it's definitely an integration it's coming, and we have to prepare for that. That's another thing is AI integration, guys. That's gonna be huge, and I know I've been putting that into our software and system, and actually I've been talking to a couple we have software engineers that are in Windsor, and I really want to incorporate some with what DK Enterprises over here and real estate to create some kind of AI assistance, which would be really cool. So, um,
That would be
yeah,
sick. Yeah.
no, I think
I
it would.
actually I used AI to set that Asana list, but I had to.
Okay,
AI is at a point where it can be very smart if you tell it the right thing.
that's it.
You have to
Yeah,
just keep pushing it. Like when I first asked it to make something, it kind of just spat it out in a non-format way, and
yeah,
then I wanted it to have like embedded tasks and subtasks, and then it started, overdoing that, and then I had to, pull it back a
yeah,
little bit, like say I only want one layer of that.
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
just, I
It's a
think it's really
process.
important. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's really important to
yeah.
learn how to talk to AI,
It's the
figure
yeah,
like
yes,
the language and how to tell it what you want without. I mean, I wouldn't say confusing it, but it's just not setting it. If you start telling it one thing and then it's kind of hard to pull it back because it wants to keep going. So
correct. Yeah, that's such a good point. Like learning, I think the trend now is learning how to again, yeah, create the right question and the prompt in order to give you the accurate results, right? Like knowing how to talk and yeah to communicate with AI, right? It's not just, hey, I want this, give me this. Like you're not gonna get a result like that anymore. Like if you're again, it's different from search engine. Like you find it right in a search engine, you look at Safari and Google, you'll type whatever, but ideally you want it to be shorter, right?
yeah, very specified.
Have you ever tried typing something like a lot in a search engine and it just gives you a complete arbitrary response and it's just like harder to find? With chat, it's vice versa. Now you're actually trying to type more and try to be as descriptive as possible in order to get more of an accurate result. So again, it's cool. how like
Yeah.
technology evolves like that. It's amazing. So
It's gonna be
yeah,
really cool to see where it's at even 1 year from now. But imagine
I
like
know,
10 years.
I know.
Imagine even 10 years from now. I don't think I can even imagine
I can't even
where it's gonna
imagine it.
be at. It's gonna be
Yeah,
insane.
yeah, I know. I just so many visions, so many crazy ideas that come to mind. Like I don't know, one just like floating objects. Like, dude, how far are we from floating technology? Again, my buddy from high school, he's doing labs now in university. I think he's in you know where McMaster is in Ontario? Have you heard
I
of
heard
it?
it. Yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
it.
right. So much again, so much just trials. They're just pushing in their engineering program, and they're conducting. They found out with using what do you call it, nitrogen, and metal and magnets. There's some kind of correlation there. They're creating floating technology. It's literally floating. It's unbelievable. So we're not far off, bro, from a crazy future. So we're gonna see where we're going. So again, learning this now, learning how to be again successful and financially free now
Learning how
could
to learn.
exactly.
I think that's probably the hardest part. Learning how to learn.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right.
Uh, Especially from after the way they teach us in school as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't particularly the best at school except for gym class, but that's about it.
That's me, bro.
Uh,
Yeah.
Gym class and like Comtech, where we do cameras and stuff like that, like actual physical stuff, I would usually excel at. But when it
Yeah.
came to math, I would just usually forget. I would know before the test, show up to the test, and then I just forget everything. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think just coming out of that, you're in school for probably, well, at at our age, we're probably in school like 90% of our lifetime.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
at least
There's
10
yeah.
years.
Yeah. No, it's a good point. I know it's crazy, and knowing that what we're learning in school was it actually relevant. There's so many correlations, and pros and cons, we can talk about that all day, but I think again, finding something that you truly like and know that it'll pay off. Again, real estate at the end of the day, I know that I found it, right? I remember just being curious, right? Getting out of high school, I'm like, okay, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I'm like, okay, like
Same.
this is a big step. Like, what's the direction here? Like, again, yeah, I'm a Christian, and I'm just like, I'm praying, and I've been just trying to seek the Lord, and a lot of mentorship, again, and just seeing where's the actual direction here. And I think, yeah, the Lord just revealed it, and just with this humble community itself, with you guys, with the blanks, you guys are such a blessing as well. All your insight and I don't know, fellowship. So just yeah, staying in touch. It's a curious mind, I find, that truly makes it work, right? If without curiosity, you really lack a sense of how
Well,
life can be.
you lack a desire to continue, right?
Yes, it's just the right. I think the creativity was always there. It was the lack of effort that was put into it, right? So, diverting that energy, and let's say how good life is, right? You're hanging out with friends constantly. Are you partying? Are you, just modern traditions that again the society has just normalized, right? There's not a lot of value when it comes to that at the end of the day, right? Again, do you gain or lose things, I mean, in those situations? So just keeping that in mind. I think that's what helped me just get back on track, and knowing that I can change my life. I have the ability, I have the choice at any given moment to change my life in the direction, choose what I learn, right? Um, which was huge. It was pivotal in my testimony in my life.
Was there any sort of outdoor factors, like outside factors, that kind of drove you towards real estate?
To real estate itself, you know what I'll tell you? I mean, not as evident as I wanted it to be. I remember just this past year, just going out, getting out there, and just texting all of my father's buddies who were business owners, all different industries, and just wanted to pick up the knowledge within that. Like, what can I learn from each one of these people, right? And nothing, it was nothing real estate, right? They all mentioned, oh yeah, we have a small little piece, we invest here and there, but nothing crazy. And again, this intuition, I believe it's from the Lord. But again, I was just researching, and I just got into into real estate, I found how it kind of corresponded with my father's business, because again, that's somewhat of the real estate industry as well. And I was just filling myself with Grant Cardone's lessons and just insight when it came to wealth creation, because again, it's just that curious mindset. And that's why I
Mm.
referred to that, because I found such productivity in those moments where I wouldn't stop researching. I would just keep going and I would learn something new every single time. And then I truly believe, yeah, at the right moment, Ben Humble's community just hit out of nowhere. And with the community, with the trip to Arizona, sunny skies,
That was
just
perfect timing.
confirmed. It just solidified everything about real estate and what I actually wanted to pursue. Because again, seeing it in person, seeing it like online is one thing, right? But coming in person really just, I think that was like the solidifying moment. And I'm just like, full send. Nothing can take me. Nothing can derail me. Right? You can have your controversies. You can have your adversaries in life, but nothing can stop. Nothing would stop me, no matter what comes my way. So I don't know if you. What would you say, Yuval? Would you? How did you kind of get within? How did you align yourself with real estate? Did you always want to do it? Did you feel value or share? Yeah, kind of just share your experience.
Yeah, I think at a certain point when I was much younger, I think I almost didn't want to do it just because my parents did it.
Mm,
Um, which
yep.
is a weird thing. I don't know why exactly. I think a lot of people feel the same way, is that they don't want to do what their parents do. I don't know
Mm,
why, but that was only for a short time, and then I
yeah.
just didn't really know what I wanted to do at all for most of high school. And then I said, okay, I'm decent with my hands, so I'll just go into trades. Not sure
Yeah.
with trades, just let's go into trades. Finished high school early, started working just normal, heavy labor jobs.
Yeah.
Um, and after pretty much a year of that, I just felt like, man, this sucks. I don't want to do this. It kind of almost feels pointless, like
Mm.
especially when I worked in the metal factory. I felt like, the Charlie Chaplin movie where he's on the line, and then eventually he
Line, yeah.
goes off the line and he's all crooked because he's
It's
just
all
used to
crooked.
that.
Yeah.
So I
So
felt,
it's
they
fortunate.
just made me do the same thing a thousand times in a
Yeah.
day. So
Yeah.
I
No,
just
I
couldn't
get
do.
that.
I switched to fence work after that, but it still kind of felt pointless in a way. So I just felt like I was wasting my. I almost felt like I was wasting my mind. It's just
Yeah.
it's so much idle work that it just felt. Um, it didn't feel like enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
So while I was doing that, my parents found Ben's group, and we would listen to the webinars, and I would just listen in the background, me and my brother. And then eventually I was just like, why don't I just ask them, hey, let me just work with you guys?
Mm.
They want to start a business either way, and it's going to be easier work than it's going to pay more, and it's going to be easier than working at a
Yeah.
fence job or whatever. So I went up to my mom one day and was like, hey, I want to work with you guys. Let me work.
Mm.
So she's like, yeah, let's do it. So then I stopped working and we started started the business with real estate. Um, since they had experience before, then that's definitely what helped. And I also kind of knew a little bit about real estate, but not really.
Mm.
Just
Mm.
like, oh, you buy a house, you rent it out, you make some money, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think I think it's a great beginning. I'm definitely not a pro whatsoever, just learning. So I think this is also a great way to talk about what we might learn or what we want to
Hmm.
learn.
No, that's such a good point. Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I could really correspond when you're talking about how you didn't really want to do again what your father or your parents in general, have worked for the last little bit. Just seeing again the experience, like it never like attracted me to do exactly what my father did, especially again, not really my mother either. My mother is an occupational therapist. Again, um it's an employee job, right? It was great, but again, it didn't go up my alley. Again, I wanted to just own something just proprietary, just like you own it, right? Getting the experience working in a retail store. I think if I was able to learn one thing, again, the community is there. You always like just talk to new people. You learn customer service, which is great. But one thing, again, you can resonate with this. We're working at the factory. You get this sense like of consumerism. You're working and there's no like actual benefit, right? You're getting a base pay, and you just, I don't know how to
Kind of
explain it.
become
It's,
you kind of become your own shadow, you know? It just feels
yes.
like you're a
Come
like
on.
you're not you're not really
Yeah.
what you're meant to be. You're just kind of you are you, but
Hmm.
you're just a shadow, right?
You're just a
It's not
shadow.
real.
You're making somebody else richer every single second. And knowing that is just like, okay, getting base pay. I go in there, I can tell the managers are, they're through with it. They're not enjoying their job. It's the community once again. And I know we can get into this a little bit too, with just surrounding yourself again with high energy people that relate and that can correspond with the same like energy frequency of living in an abundance. And you really find that in the world, I believe, of entrepreneurship and
Mm.
leadership, right? Not in these, again, I'm not bashing on these communities, but again, there's this descale in energy when you see, people who've been working in this the retail or just a normal 9 to 5 for their whole lives, and it's just taken such a toll, and the motivation is completely abolished. So surrounding yourselves with the right people, it's huge, right? Because you learn constantly. Like there's not one thing that I don't learn. Like it's so incremental, and it's at the perfect time too. Like I learned things already on this podcast. Like it's it's unbelievable, and
Yeah.
it's something to take advantage of for sure. So um yeah, what would
I
you have
think
to
that
say
really
about?
just that really proves the point in the power of community, right? So
Yeah,
one
yeah,
second. Just take it here for a second.
yeah. No worries, guys. He's gone. Evil's gone. But no, guys. Honestly, community is such a big aspect in our lives, and I think that if you just prioritize learning how to negotiate, learning how to work as a team is so beneficial, and it'll work to your advantage. We're not called to work alone. We're not called to do it ourselves. We're not what are we, soulpreneurs, as Ben Humble says, but entrepreneurs, right? And just learning how to, yeah, just work as a team and to work to each other's strengths. Like one thing we gotta just have full disclosure, right? I suck at tech, and I find zero motivation, and I actually feel bad. I call Yuval too many times throughout the week about my tech issues. He does not give a damn about it,
It's
but
okay.
it's such a toll on me, and I never know where to go. And he always helps me out. I know, especially
It's actually
go high
kind of
level.
funny. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny. Like I personally enjoy helping.
Mm.
I don't mind at all.
That's great. That's great.
I think I also learned like how do I instruct people that are struggling in a certain aspect to actually getting the process and where to go.
Yeah.
Like this guy sends me a text, asks me something. I just send
Yeah.
him two texts and he figures it out.
Yeah.
So
And the two texts are always so like, serious. I'm like, is he mad at me, or what is going on right now, guys?
I mean, I'm
I
just
don't
getting
know.
to the point. I don't need to send like an emoji or something. I'll just tell
Yeah.
you what you need to know.
No, and you know what? Being straight up is such a, it's what I need. Again, it's essential. I think we could talk about it as well, but being true, being direct, it needs to be more prioritized in society. I don't know how it's been over there, but again, I know Windsor, it's the whole world, let's be honest, but there's this sense of this, I don't know, fantasy and this fake culture that's just like, I want to please you, so I'm not going to get mad at you. I'm not going to be direct, and I'm not going to, you know, just tell you the truth, right? I'm just going to,
Virtue signaling. They just want
100%.
to help you out.
They just want to help you out.
They
Yeah.
just want to feel better about themselves. So
They
they
want to
want to
feel better.
make.
Yes. 100%.
I don't think I think a big problem is what you said is they want to please others to make themselves feel better, to make
Yes.
themselves feel
So good.
appreciated, right?
100%. 100%.
So
A very, yeah.
maybe the real problem is lack of appreciation in most people.
Right. That's it, right? And also the ability and knowing, I think one word could be accountability as well, is right. Are you accountable to yourself and to other people? Are you going to take the initiative? Okay, I need to be direct here, and I know that telling the truth hurts, but again, nobody wants to go through that struggle, right? Nobody wants to identify, okay, you know what? I have to be, full on honest with you, and you've all do the same thing to me. I'll do the same thing to you. Again, being direct, guys, is one of the and truthful is one of the biggest things we need in today's society, right? We're living in such a blind culture, I believe. So, I know one of my friends told me about this saying. I think it was a lot of value, but there's a difference between being, what was it, kind and nice, right? If you actually go and do some research, nice is in the same. He told me this, my buddy, but I went to go search it up and it was true. But nice is in the same origin as idiot. I don't know if it's in the same family. It's hilarious, but the point is there's a big distinction, and let me give you the definitions right here as I'm searching it up. But there is a pretty big distinction when it comes to nice and kind. Ready? Between kind and nice. Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah, no, this is a good point, and I think we need to emphasize on this a little bit. But nice refers to being pleasant and agreeable, often focused on social pleasantries, while kind involves a deeper sense of benevolence and action, even if it's difficult. That's so good, right? So being truthful.
There's a difference between being nice and being kind.
Right?
Nice.
It's true. And I know they're just they sound like they're just the same, and it might just be such a passive thought for many, but truly there's a big distinction for the self. It's either self-advocacy or am I advocating you, right? It can't be both. Am I trying to act like this for your benefit or for mine, right? So it's definitely something to think about, right? To reevaluate. We're always here to reevaluate and to just grow and live and change. So no, it's a good point. So yeah,
I think it's a great thing if we can manage, even ourselves or maybe others that are watching this, to every episode to try to rephrase or rethink certain aspects of their life or other people's lives.
Yes, 100%. Yes, I think that would be a great thing, and we can definitely again just provide insight. Again, we're learning too, guys. It's nothing direct, and we just want you guys to join this journey and provide your insight as well. We really want to get into again, a community-driven campaign here. We can get some interviews going and get some other testimonies. We would love to share people's journeys, especially throughout maybe the Ben Humble community, as it's at our disposal. We'd love to get you guys on if you guys are watching this podcast, and let me know, and we can actually schedule some soon, and we can jump on here and just talk.
Hit us up in the comments. Hit us up in the
comments. We got this on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're watching, but definitely let us know. DM us on Instagram. And we'd love to hear your feedback, number one, and get your insight and advice live on our channel. So Yuval, if you have any closing statements or final words, what do you guys say?
Just control your thoughts. Your thoughts create you. So I think it's really important. I personally struggle with it, working through it. Just if you're not struggling, you're not growing, right? So
that's it. Bottom line, if you are not struggling, just admire the struggle, guys. I know that's something I always tell myself, is to truly embrace where you're at. Once you have that mindset, once you take captive of those thoughts, you don't fail. Like again, everything's just a learning moment. It's an experience. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you, right? And having and changing that kind of perspective really helps you, again, with success. Once you do solidify personal development, then other successes will come, such as financial freedom, real estate, or finance, whatever world you're in, right? But really just focusing on building your character so that you will be able to help influence other people as well, right? You can't try to change the world if you can't change yourself, right? So
well said.
Yeah, that's a good point. So guys, we appreciate you joining us at today's podcast. What do we got? It's
episode 2.
740. Yeah, I know. It's only episode 2, guys. Trust me, we got a lot more content
We're learning
coming.
this podcast thing too. I think as we go, this will get better. I already feel it.
Guys, I know, just full disclosure, we're again learning this as we go, and we're just taking massive action. That's all it is, right? So yes, thank you for joining us. With these podcasts will get better. Trust us, please. But just come for the journey and for the evolution of runner up.
See you
Yuval,
guys.
awesome. Yuval, thank you so much for your time, guys. We'll see
Thank you,
you
man.
soon. All right, we'll see you guys next Saturday at the Runner Up Podcast. We got to come up with like a cool intro. Yeah, we need to get some music going. We got to get the whole gig. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. All right, awesome.
Peace.
Yuval, we'll see you soon. Take care, guys.